The sins and transgressions of ballers and heavyweight freight haulers. The sins and transgressions of ballers and heavyweight freight haulers. KRYSTAL was a prophet, a sort of modern-time Nostradamus. She had a little place she called her office that was always filled with all kinds of ignoramus. She'd sit them down at her table, and into her ball she'd peer and peer and peer, and somewhere in all her peering she was able to gaze upon exactly what they wanted to hear. Oh, that hollow one Hundy. He was born a prince on Monday, made to be a king on Tuesday, stored up some gold on Wednesday, built him a castle on Thursday, stored up more gold on Friday, built him another gigantic, more lavish castle on Saturday, owed for a casket on Sunday. Oh, that hollow one Hundy. Dr. Sprockter had too many rooms, and there was someone in each of them. He was tense as brides without their grooms, and serious as saints in Bethlehem. Oh, fee, 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 he liked to sing, as he did his thing from door to door. He was treated like a king, but he might have been more like a whore. He had pills to sell for each disease. He was the best doctor in the town, for all the rest had much higher fees and twice as quick in making their rounds. Audie Sawdy, a social worker, had so many despicable cases that she became a soda jerker and spent her days off at the races. For nags don't blow up roosters' asses, and jocks don't flatten their spouses' noses, and grooms don't abuse no lads or lasses, and wagerers don't wag their garden hoses. Audie Sawdy, a malcontent, for she sees the human condition as something stupid to circumvent with all kinds of derisive derision. Ruby Booby was a jester and a jiber and a joker. He was kind of like a professor, but more like a fast game of poker. The truth is he was a laugher, not a bastard or beseecher, much too young to be called a gaffer, too dumb to be a salvation seeker. Tackett Crackett was quite a packet, and a good teacher of some kids, but she couldn't stand the awful racket of what Johnny done and Katie did. And so she took them to the principal to get all of them a detention, and he said, "Crackett, they're just guys and gals." Then he gave her a year-long suspension. And then Crackett, she went and had a brat, as mothers sometimes always do. But she didn't like his spiffs and spats and the shrill sounds of his boo-hoo-hoos. And so Crackit took him to her other to show him what a pest his son was. And he said, Crackit, he needs a brother and maybe some more motherly love. And so Crackit went to visit her mom to ask her what she ought to do. And she said, Crackit, try to stay calm and then just do what is right for you. And so Crackit went back home and got her things and took a ride on a jet plane. And she came back a-giggling and cooing like a bug-eyed bird brain. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as their ships pulled away from the quay. And midst all the cheers, the flag waving in tears, they sailed off for Sergeant Argent Orangey. He was a recruiter for the U.S. of A. Army Corps. He was always looking for some shooters to send to some distant foreign war. He always told them all they would probably get, but not exactly what they might receive, like becoming a disabled vet with a mysterious lung disease. Forsooth, Argent Orangey never told the truth, for the whole truth might cause some kind of scandal, for he got paid to sell a crock to youth, a crock of crap that had no pot or handles. And the band plays Waltzing Matilda, and the young men still answer the call. But as year follows year, more of them disappear. Someday no one will march at all. Waltzing Matilda, Waltzing Matilda, who'll come a-waltzing Matilda with me? And their ghosts may be heard as they march by the billabong. Who'll come a-waltzing Matilda with me?